This is Eyewitness News this morning.
Right now, a shooting investigation happening in New Britain. An update on the search for a suspect and the victim's condition.
And some areas dealing with fog out there this morning, but going forward, it will start to get breezy, and then we're tracking a couple chances for showers and a few storms. All the latest details are next in your First Alert forecast.
And parents know how the cost of childcare can quickly add up, right? What leaders in our state are doing to try to change that.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us at 7. I'm Tracy McCain.
I'm Caitlin Newthlow. Thanks for watching Eyewitness News here on the Wax. A lot to talk about this morning. But first, let's get you ready to get out the door. Meteorologist Scott Gagliardi is here with your First Alert forecast. I am so distracted by that. I know no one else can see it, but
What
that
was
bird,
that?
it was a bird.
Oh, was it?
It like flew right at your head.
It's like
didn't even
literally
see
the
it.
only thing you could see.
Man,
Yeah.
I didn't see nothing.
I think it's at the top of the camera
okay.
right now.
Right above it. All right.
Or maybe we'll get a wing
Maybe it'll
popping
pop down.
There, you
yeah.
see it?
Where? No.
Oh.
What? Is it really there?
Yes.
All right. Well,
Keep watching it.
I'll take your
Sorry,
word
I'm
for it.
sorry. I just derailed the entire forecast.
That's okay. I mean, very clearly, you can see what the big deal is this morning. It's some fog out there in parts of the area, mostly confined to areas farther east. You'll see that on our visibility map. Notice Willimantic, 0. Putnam, 2.5-mile visibility, 5.5 in Norwich, 3 in Hartford. We're noticing some improvements, though. It's just going to take a little while. So if you have any plans to head out to work or school this morning, just know you could see some of that fog, and some of it is quite dense in areas. Temperatures, 40s and 50s across the state. Lots more 50s. Norwich, you're the cool spot right now, 46. Everybody, though, we're going to climb up into the 80s today, so it's a mild day. Notice throughout the next several hours, quickly out of those 50s, 60s, and then upper 70s to near 80 by early this afternoon. But you're also going to notice the breeze out there. Right now, things are calm. That's allowing for that fog to form. But later on this afternoon, 20 to 25 miles per hour. Tomorrow, same deal, 20 to 25 mile per hour wind gusts. And then by Saturday, we could have some wind gusts up near 30 miles per hour. Things subside and certainly lighten up beyond that. And as much as there's no fire weather risk technically here in Connecticut today, just off towards the west with the towards, say, New York. That's where we're looking at an elevated fire risk. Any of those winds could certainly kick up some fires out that way. We need the rain. There's a couple chances for it. We'll go through the latest details on when you can expect it and when we'll see a nice cool down. That's ahead in your First Alert forecast. Good morning, Kate.
All right, good morning, Scott. Good morning, everyone. 7:02 here on your Thursday. If you're just waking up with us here on the Wax, we do appreciate that. Heading out the door, still a little bit of reduced visibility. Also still following this first alert here for you in Killingly. We came on air at 4:30 with this as a breaking traffic alert. This was first reported by DOT about 2:30 this morning. Route 12 still closed here between Shepherd Hill Road and Garrick Street because DOT telling us that there was a car into a pole. So they're working to get that cleaned up, make some emergency repairs. We'll keep you posted on that. Live look outside here in Hartford, 91 north and southbound. Here's the southbound lane heading from, again, 91 onto 84. That merge there, you can see a little bit of a slowdown. Looking very good here through Middletown along Route 9, but you can still see a little bit of that fog hanging over the Connecticut River. Beautiful start in Waterbury, 84 east and westbound by the Mixmaster, and in Meriden, 691 east and westbound. Grab the sunglasses. You will need them. Daytime construction work picks up between about 8:30 and 9 o'clock. Typical delays that you're seeing across the state at this time. That's a check at your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
This morning, another parent is sharing school bus concerns with us. A Southington mom says she didn't know where her 5-year-old child was for half an hour, all because of a bus mix-up.
Your reporter Marcy Jones has more from the mother who spoke exclusively with Channel 3 about that scary moment.
Good morning. Madison Claps tells us that she trusted the bus company to get her kindergartner from right here at school to daycare. However, that didn't happen, and then the 30 minutes that followed felt like the longest and scariest of her life. Madison Claps said she had no idea where her 5-year-old daughter Raven was after she never showed up to her after-school daycare Tuesday afternoon. The kindergartner was taking the bus for the very first time from Thalberg Elementary, but Claps says she then got a call from the daycare asking where Raven was. Claps says the bus driver claimed not to have Raven, even though her name was on the list. After multiple frantic phone calls to the bus company, New Britain Transportation, Claps says she was told Raven had fallen asleep on the bus and the driver never noticed.
I really just did not know what was going on, where she was. I was full panic. I was shaking. I was crying.
In a statement, the New Britain Transportation Company told us, quote, the driver went on to the next school after her last drop-off where the student was discovered. She was never left alone on the bus or in any danger. Now, Claps is a school bus driver herself, and she said this should have never happened. Now she's searching for more answers and more accountability from the bus company. We also reached out to the school district superintendent for comment. We have not yet heard back. Your reporter in Southington, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
We're on top of developing news in New Britain this morning. Police are investigating a shooting right on a busy area of Corbin Avenue. An employee at a nearby business says the victim ran inside asking for help. One witness told us he heard several gunshots last night and saw two men running through his yard. The mayor says the victim was awake when he was taken to the hospital. Right now, we're working to find out about any arrests.
This morning, a state lawmaker is weighing the next steps here after a federal court dismissed a discrimination lawsuit that she filed against the city of Hartford. Representative Miriam Khan claimed Hartford police officers didn't do enough to help her after she was attacked by a man while leaving a Muslim prayer service back in 2023. A judge ruled the lawsuit didn't support discrimination claims, so she has now until next month to file a new complaint. We did reach out to her for comment. We haven't heard back yet. We'll let you know if we do.
This morning, a suspect has been arrested after they allegedly stole a state vehicle and crashed it into a state police cruiser. We're told the car was stolen outside the New Britain DCF building yesterday afternoon. Police found it using a tracker that was on the vehicle. We're told no one was hurt.
Well, new this morning, police are investigating a motorcycle crash that happened near the Yukon campus around 8:30 last night. Pinpoint News Tracker takes you to the scene here on Horse Barn Hill Road. Yukon police say the victim was flown via Lifestar. The victim's name has not been released, but police do tell us they are not a Yukon student.
Also this morning, we're working to find out if any arrests are made now that this police pursuit is over. It shut down part of I-95 in East Lyme last night. State police say a car hit a police cruiser in Groton before driving off. The highway was closed for about an hour last night, but it's back open this morning. Police tell us no one was hurt.
Well, this morning, workers and business owners are reacting to the state's minimum wage for next year. The hourly rate will be $16.94 starting in January. That is 59 cents higher than where it stands now. Workers say it will help them keep up with the cost of living, but small business owners are worried about how they will make ends meet.
This morning, President Donald Trump is preparing to speak with Ukraine's president as he works to end the war between Ukraine and Russia. President Trump has tried to set up a face-to-face meeting between the leaders of both countries, but that's not happened. Russia's president now says he is willing to meet in Russia, although Ukrainian officials have dismissed that idea.
Happening tonight, people who live at the Avon Place apartments will call on the town to punish their landlord over claims that they failed to maintain the building. They formed a tenant union last month. They say they're dealing with water leaks, mold, and potholes in the parking lot. One person even says the bathroom ceiling collapsed. The property manager has already been told that they owe Avon more than $1 million in taxes. Happening today, the state will announce some new expanded efforts to provide free childcare for thousands of families in our state.
Your reporter Taylor Knight explains what families need to know and when to qualify.
Connecticut is doing something that no other state in the country is doing right now by making childcare free for thousands of families. This is all made possible through a fund that now has $300 million in it. Connecticut's Early Childhood Education Endowment Fund will provide the funding for 16,000 children to attend pre-K for free. It's all through a program called Early State CT. Legislation passed earlier this year will allow families earning less than $100,000 a year to send their kids to pre-K for free, while families making more than $100,000 a year will not pay more than 7% of their income. The state says that families can start applying for this free pre-K starting next July. The program will officially begin in July of 2027. And today, the governor will announce the expansion of early child care programs. At least 35% of those programs will be dedicated to infants and toddlers. Your reporter in Hartford, Taylor Knight, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Taylor. This morning, the Powerball jackpot keeps going up, up, and up.
Yeah, and it will for the next few days, right? So there are no jackpot winners in last night's drawing. So now it stands at $1.7 billion.
That's the third largest prize for any lottery game in U.S. history. The lump sum payout, about $770 million.
Not too bad.
I could do something with that.
Yeah, the next drawing is Saturday night. About 3 days to go there to get that ticket.
The UConn football team headed to New York State to take on Syracuse this Saturday. Your reporter Joe Zone is going on the road with the Huskies. He'll have coverage on Channel 3, The Wax, and on WFSB+.
And while we're dry out there for today and through most of tomorrow, it's really this weekend, Saturday, we're tracking a line of storms. What this could mean for the rest of the weekend and beyond, all those details are coming up in your First Alert forecast.
And a major discount store feeling the effects of those U.S. tariffs. Up next, what shoppers need to know.
I'm Simsbury School Resource Officer Chris Sheehan. Look both ways before crossing, even when the flashing lights are on. Let's get back to school safely.
This 3 Cares message is brought to you by the Connecticut Police Chiefs Association, policeapp.com, and Speed Enforcer, powered by DACRA Tech.
I'm Manchester School Resource Officer LaTulip. Always cross in front of the school bus. Let's get back to school safely.
This 3 Cares message is brought to you by